This is David Goldman, Asia Times Deputy Editor, speaking to you the evening of June 14th from New York City. Well, the great debate about whether inflation is transitory or long-lived is in full swing. We had a number of economists today say that you should buy bonds because inflation is going to go away quickly once the short-term bottlenecks disappear as a result of reopening. And a number of other voices, including Deutsche Bank and Citibank, warning that this is a sustained and pernicious wave of inflation and that bond yields are going to soar. As you know, I'm in the inflation hawk camp. I was an inflation hawk before inflation was cool, and there's a very simple way to look at this. The Trump and Biden administrations have created about $5 trillion in demand, and in fact, more is coming. That's a quarter, roughly, of America's gross domestic product shoved into the pockets of American households at one go. Where's the supply coming from? Well, take the price of oil. Price of oil is a great inflation indicator. It's up to the levels we last saw in 2018, more than $70 a barrel for West Texas crude, and it's likely to grind higher, and that's because U.S. oil production is way down. We were producing 13 million barrels a day a couple of years ago, now just 11 million barrels a day, and the rig count is down substantially. There's no capital investment going into the oil patch, maybe because of the environmental inquisition against carbon and the threat of negative environmental, social and governance scores from the various rating agencies. If you look at the chart for today, it shows that virtually all the capital investment that we've had in the U.S. economy, and this is on the basis of actual orders for capital equipment, has gone into the information technology sector. Construction equipment, mining equipment, industrial machinery is where it was really 10 years ago, just after the Great Recession. Now, there's nothing wrong with investing in information technology. That means more streamed videos, more played video games, more social media contacts, more posts of kitten pictures and your breakfast, but it doesn't do anything to stop the tsunami of price increases that's moving across the entirety of the U.S. economy. And until we find a way to persuade American companies to invest in basic productive equipment as opposed to discouraging them, as the Biden administration has done, for example, by canceling the Keystone Pipeline, we won't have supply, but we'll have lots of demand. And more demand than supply is the definition of inflation. So be afraid, be very afraid. This is David Goldman speaking to you from New York on June 14th.